It changed the way I feel about you, but I just want to let you know that if I don't make it out of here today, take care of Otter for me, okay? If I was an alien, I would strike now. This is filthy snow from the government labs. I have brought contaminants from outside inside, and it is a frigid, cold, polar bear infested wasteland. I don't think I can live. Be very careful how I step through a small area like this with I have started to hallucinate. I'm seeing stuff. I've gone crazy. I've lost my mind. Yeah, breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. You know, like when you walk into a cavern and there's amethyst and crystals all around and you just feel the energy? Snow. It happens. It falls from the sky like a magical plague of manna upon humanity. I'm feeling the wrath, the cold sting of the icicles as they pelt my body, the wind blowing against my hair as it flows in the direction of despair. I stand here, yet a man, in the snow, alone. My dog are inside. Snow too deep. It hurts his pride. He can't frolic in the snow. He just says no. Welcome to Will Brown Art. That was an improv, spoken word piece for you guys, trying to depict my great struggle in the snow. Today we're going to talk all about my 1972 caveman camper and what I'm going through as I dwell in it, live in it, overcome the elements, nature. Let's go, guys. Behold, these icicles burden my tiny home. My camper wilts at the power of the ice. You ever think about what would happen if icicles purred when you pet them? You know, maybe they're like musical icicles, so you could just touch them and it would make different frequencies, a little bit different sounds. Anyways, watch me cut the snow like a cheesecake. Oh, I love cheesecake. Look how deep that is. Scoop it. Scoop it. Scoop it. Ah! That's some good cheesecake. Oh man. All right, guys. I'm about to bring you into my tiny home in the winter. I want to apologize for the mess. I haven't cleaned, not because I'm lazy, but because I don't want to. I just don't care if you guys judge me at my dirty ass tiny home. We are currently standing in my tiny home, and it's warm. It's super warm. Let me get you some light here. Turn on this big ass light. Let me show you why. This right here is my fireplace. Let's look at it, shall we? Oh yeah, gonna melt that cheesecake right off my grubby fingers. Oh, delicious. So that's my fireplace, and that's my fan. That's like a free energy style fan that converts the heat into momentum and then pulls the heat away from the stovepipe there and pulls it and circulates it around. This is me squatting down in my tiny home. Behind me, this beautiful curtain right here. It's not a curtain at all, it's a shower curtain. It's a different story. It's waterproof. I could go scuba gear diving in this. Doesn't make sense, but it does. You know what I mean. That's my shower behind me. It's full of mushrooms right now. Well, one big mushroom in particular. The mushroom of mushrooms. The mighty conch and the mighty garricon. Don't you judge my filthy home. Over here, we have a pile of dirty laundry. Well, specifically coats. Underneath there's a backpack full of gym equipment, sweaty old socks. Right here is a belt. It reminds me of a snake with a head. It's long, it's like a black mamba. I wear black mambas around my waist. Up here is one of my prized possessions. It's called a dirty old sock. I like to put it on the wood. That nice fresh cedar scent permeates it as the warmth from the wood stove dries out the sweat. Then I reuse it 5 days in a row. Don't judge me. Right here is some eggs. And I cooked eggs this morning, so I stuck one in Otter's dish. He has not yet gotten to it, but he does love his eggs. That's his water dish. This right here is currently the plate that I've eaten eggs and hash browns out of this morning. It was delicious. Coming up over here, we have, you don't want to know. And you really don't want to know. But over here, this is a device that many of you may or may not recognize. It's some sort of typewriter. I really don't know. It just turns on like that. I just use it for aesthetics. Coming over to the most important, the most beautiful, most heartwarming thing. Are you a heartwormer? Not a warmer, but a wormer. You the heartwormer? Should I dress you up as a worm? And we'll change your name to Heartwormer? This is my dog, Otter. He's not a worm, he's an otter. And he's not a dog, he's an otter. And if you doubt me, wait until this summer where you guys can watch us swim in streams. He might build a dam. That's how ottery he is. He's so damn ottery, which isn't a word, but now it is, that he's almost a beaver. Do you like to chew on eucalyptus leaves? Oh, he does. That's because he's a koala too. Over here, right there, is some fossils that we found in the supermarket. And then I cooked them in a soup, and then I gave them to Otter to investigate their origins. Up there, I have my primo condition Mario Kart for the Super NES. Beautiful. My special modded Super Nintendo emulator. Beautiful. Coming on over here, we have a samurai sword, a dirty dish, some peanut butter, chocolate, and another dirty dish. I'm living it up, people. I'm living it up. This is where I like to keep my salad. Oh, wait. There's a thing of chicken in here, too. Don't let that chicken fool you. It's delicious. Bags are so clingy, just like girlfriends. Blow away. Inside of here, give it a little peek, a little sniff. That's yesterday's salad from when I went to work, and then I will go to the gym. And then I eat a big ass salad, and I feel so healthy. This right here is a special concoction. These long poles, I use them to itch my back. So you can find them in the supermarket. I don't know what they're called, but if you hold this side that bows out, it's really nice for scratching the back. And then here, Otter and I will show you. Otter, can you help? Hey, you're sniffing the camera. Otter, hey, I need your emotional support. Okay, so you just get back there. Oh, see? Oh, it's like a perfect little baby bear paw, but it's green. And it really just gets right in that spot. So that's what I scratch my back with. They only last a few days and they get a little bit flimsy. That's okay. This is my Christmas tree that I need to get rid of. But you know what? It's got a boot on it, and anything that's got a boot on it, I keep around. This right here, don't ask about that. And then over here I have my art area and a painting I'm working on. This is a snowy boot, renowned for its snowiness. Let me flip you guys around. Flip! And now, you're looking at the man himself, Will Brown Art, a legendary, powerful artist. My name will be spoken for eons, generations, and millennia. I don't know. But it will be spoken highly as a great, powerful intellectual and a man on a mission to transform and inspire the world in and through the arts. So we're currently sitting in my 1972 Caveman camper, if you haven't noticed, and I like it. There's a powerful vibe in here. You know, like when you walk into a cavern and there's amethyst and crystals all around and you just feel the energy? That's what's going on inside of here. Outside can be cold, desolate, quiet, still, uninviting. But inside, it's warm, it's cozy, it's relaxing. There's a lot of healing vibes going on here, and I want to share those with you guys today. So we're just going to meditate real fast. Join me. I've had enough. Now that we've meditated, felt the vibes, you guys, let's talk about let's get to the nitty-gritty. Who is this Encarnacio? For those of you who know that movie, please tell me in the comments below. I've gone crazy. I've lost my mind. I've been isolated for, what is this? My first at least 5 hours of not being able to drive anywhere. I'm thankful I have Otter. I don't know if I can survive another hour without some sort of companionship, and I keep telling myself it's going to be okay, that I'm going to make it through this. But I know when I'm lying to myself, and I know I need to be strong, not only for myself, but for Otter and for all of you guys that watch me. I know a lot of you guys derive a lot of strength from me, and I hope you make it through this crazy world with all my videos. But I have started to hallucinate. I'm seeing stuff, and I'm just going to hang in there, and that is the reality of living in a tiny home in the dead of winter up by yourself. I mean, I know I got a dog, but it's not the same as the snuggles and the warmth of a woman. I'm sorry, Otter. You're just my pal. That's it. That's as far as it goes. You're just my friend. And without that, I don't think I can live. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't go that far, but I'm definitely feeling it. It feels like the walls are closing in on me, you know? And it's kind of scary to think that literally like 2 feet from your head or your toes is a frigid, cold, polar bear infested wasteland that's hostile. I'm pretty sure it wants to kill me. So I'm gonna dig deep on this one, you guys. The wood stove has been keeping me alive, but I don't know how long I can maintain it. It's really hard to get my beauty sleep. I have to wake up when the wood stove starts to die down and restock it. That's really hard. I feel like there's bags under my eyes. Please don't look. And so I'm not getting my sleep, my rest. If I have to pee, and I don't want to pee into a bottle or a makeshift freaking composting toilet or something in here, and I have to open that door, or literally walk out there and then you know how it works, and it's cold. It's really cold, and I don't know if that's healthy for me or not. I don't know if there's a medical reason why I shouldn't do that, but I'm hanging in there, and I haven't been drinking a lot of water. I'm not worried about dehydration. I'm just sipping water here and there so I don't have to pee outside because it's just so freaking cold. And the tiny home has been getting wet due to me having to go in and out for stuff like peeing. And when I do that, I track some water in, okay? So my boots are big. I have these huge freaking feet, these giant, monstrous Sasquatch toes, and that means I got a big ass boot on. And when I walk around with that big ass boot in this blistery, cold, nasty weather, the snowstorm that's been keeping me captive for hours, I track, what would you call it? Snow, ice, debris, leftovers from this hellish experience, this cold, cold hell. I track it back into my home, and then I get anxious about this whole situation because it's like I have brought contaminants from outside inside, and I don't know where the snow came from. I don't know if it's genetically modified by the government. I don't know if there's nanobots in it that are going to seep into my skin, in through my airways, my lungs, and then infest my bloodstream, go up into my brain, rewire my neurons so I think exactly how they want to think. I don't want to be a Democrat. I don't want to be a Republican. I'm just me. I'm just Will. I'm just an artist. And I just hover through all that stuff, creating art. And that's where I like to stay. So I'm a little bit worried about tracking this stuff in. But the good news is when you have a wood stove in your tiny home, the water that gets tracked in, I don't even want to call it water. Water's sacred. This is filthy snow from the government labs. It gets tracked in. And the good news is if it isn't nanobot infested, the wood stove will dry it out. So you don't have a lot of standing mud puddles, not wood puddles. I don't know if there can be a puddle. Could you melt wood? Is there a wood out there that you could somehow genetically turn it into a puddle? A wood puddle? What, you think I'm joking right now? This is a serious conversation. Everything I am saying is straight from my heart. And I am pretty darn sick of people judging me all the time. So let's move on. I have a weight that I use once in a while for my muscles, right? For these big burly arms. And I'm a little concerned that I might stub my toe into it, but not know because my toes are frozen. So if that happened, I could get an infection. It could go septic, my blood, all of that just get infected and I could die. So I want to be very careful how I step through a small area like this with a really cold climate and conditions, especially if I've been outside having to try to pee. And if I stub my toe, I could damage it, and I just can't have that. So I try to stay isolated in my bed, sipping water, and just breathing, just focusing on my breaths. Breath in, breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. And count to 10 to control my bouts of anger and anxiety. So that's basically it, you guys. There's not a lot to it other than you just gotta stay positive. You gotta stay productive, and wearing a tinfoil hat might be a good idea for somebody. I can't speak exactly for your condition. It depends on what your roof is made out of. But if there was ever a time for aliens to try to abduct you and probe you, it would be now. You're isolated, you're alone, you can't drive anywhere, no one can come to get you. The roads are basically shut down. And if I was an alien, I would strike now. I would make my move right now. So that's another cause for concern, but I'm not going to let it get under my skin just because I'm pretty sure if an alien abducted me, they would want to put me on a pedestal or something,
pretty proud of who I am and what I've accomplished in life. And I think aliens would be baffled, just jaw dropped. If they have jaws, just antenna just dropped, just look at this specimen. What a fine specimen. Look at those muscles. And so I'm pretty sure that's what could happen, but I'm not going to concern myself because of my grandeur. But moving on from there, Otter's doing good. Like you saw, you guys, he's a snuggly dog. He's a good companion. Everything's fine. And I'm excited to get through these next couple hours. And as the snow melts, I'm scheduled to go to work tomorrow. And I hope I can make it till then. So thanks so much for watching this video, checking out my camper during this snowy, horrible storm and my life. Please subscribe to my channel, assuming I survive this and can make more content for you. If you like this video, just give it a thumbs up. Comment on it, let me know, maybe just some encouraging thoughts so I can make it through this. And as always, I want to give a huge thanks to my sponsor, Crystal Spirit in Tacoma, Washington. If you're into rocks, minerals, and crystals, you'll love checking out their website. I got a link in the description below. And I got some of my art displayed there, which is great. And if you tell them that Will Brown sent you, get 10% off discount. Talking with my hands, very animated right now. And so huge thanks to Crystal Spirit in Tacoma, Washington for sponsoring my YouTube channel. You guys rock. Thanks to all my Patreons. Each and every one of you guys are special. You guys are superb, excellent, like a delicious cheesecake, and I appreciate you. It's like a habanero cheesecake. That's what you guys are. You guys got all the spice and life to you, but you got the deep, rich density of the creamy cake that we all have known to come and love. And more than love, we adore these little bastards that you can buy in all kinds of bakeries across the world. So thank you for being like a spicy cheesecake. And I have a children's book out, and I'm pretty sure after watching this video, you're like, whatever this guy has made, and as far as children's books, I want my children to have it. But I got a link to that in the description below as well. Super Avocado's fantastic photo shoot is out now, and I have lots more coming out as well. So by the time you watch this video, there'll probably be like at least 150 out there for you to browse around, choose from. So just in case I don't make it though, I love you, Mom. I love you, family. I am so thankful that you guys fed me food all the times you did. My brother Barnabas, you always had my back. You're always barbecuing, and you can cook some delicious chicken. My mom, where do I start? Every single recipe you've ever made for me is good, except for anything that you made with eggplant. I'm sorry, but I don't like eggplant, and I don't think I ever will. So it doesn't change the way I feel about you, but I just want to let you know that if I don't make it out of here today, take care of Otter for me, okay? And I love you guys all deeply. You too, YouTube audience. We've been through a lot together, and I feel like you're more than just an audience now. You're family. Bye.